Chapter 9. You'll like it when you get there. The first person I thought of to be my daughter was Florida. After all, she already had extensive pretending to be Liam's daughter experience and had already gained lots of pretending to be Liam's daughter's skills. On the other hand, her main pretending to be Liam's daughter experience was nearly putting herself in incredible danger during that whole Porsche incident. So I knew I'd probably need to coax her slightly. When I tried talking to her in school, she either totally blanked me, and then she always did blank me in school, or hissed at me like an angry cobra. When I tried phoning her, calls from my number were barred. When I tried emailing and MSNing her, messages bounced back. I tried sitting by the Strand water feature. She never came by. I think I saw her once, but she saw me first and ducked inside the Leaning Tower of Pizza. That's okay. If you need new equipment for a quest, you have to work for it. You have to dig for gold or grind away, fighting trolls and looting their possessions. You have to keep going until you've got what you need. The one place where Florida had to talk to me was Little Stars. That Saturday, Lisa made us get into pairs, a boy and a girl, and asked us to be father and daughter. Florida tried to avoid me, but I came up behind her and said, "You could be Bryce Dallas Howard, star of Spider-Man 3. And I'll be your father, Ron Howard, director of Apollo 13 and the Da Vinci Code." Which one was she in Spider-Man 3? She's the girl in Dr. Connor's quantum mechanics class who falls in love with him, and later on, he saves her from a falling crane. That's in the film. Originally, she went to the same school as him, and she was his first love. And she dies when Green Goblin throws her off the bridge. But that was just in the comics. I remember she was blonde, and her dad is famous too. She didn't know many celebrity father-daughter combinations, and she didn't want to let this one go. Lisa was saying, "And Daddy's got his daughter a treat. It's up to you what the treat is, but the daughter really likes it. I want to see happy acting and surprised acting, and also two people who really know each other type of acting. And for the boys, some older person acting, but don't overdo it. No old man acting. You don't have to be old to be a dad." As soon as we started working on it, Florida said, "Okay, so you're my famous film director dad, and the surprise is a part in your new film. I'm the dad. It's up to me what the surprise is." Straight away, she was suspicious. "Well, what is it then?" "You'll see." When it was our turn, it went like this. "Hi, Dad. How are things at the film set today?" "Pretty neat, I guess, Bryce. I have a present for you." "Oh, Dad, you shouldn't have. Wait, I know what it is. A part in your new film." "No." "But you said..." "Well, it's not that. It's nicer than that. Remember, I earned loads of money by being in Spider-Man 3, so I have got practically everything a girl could want. It's a little holiday to a theme park, just the two of us." Florida looks puzzled. "It's a brand new theme park. One of the rides is going to be the best ride in the world, and we've got an invitation." "This is real, honest. I won a competition." An extremely long pause. After a while, Lisa said, "Is that it?" Florida stops looking puzzled and starts to look annoyed. "Dad, I can't go." Yes, you can. It'll be great. This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Pack your bags and come with me. Don't miss out." "I've got so much acting to do, so many commitments. I can't go. You must know that." "But this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. It's the very first day the theme park is going to be open. You're going to be the first person on all of the rides, really." "No." "You'll like it when you get there." "No, I won't." "Yes, you will. Just you and me, together, father and daughter, like old times." "Together?" "Yeah, me and you, father and daughter. What do you think? We never spend any time together now because you're always acting and I'm always directing films. Well, you should have said so earlier. I can't go now. Why not? Another long pause. Lisa said, go on, Florida. Tell us why not. Because I don't want to. I already said that. Can't you get it into your thick head? I was only trying to give you something nice. I thought you'd like to go on a holiday with your dad. Well, I wouldn't, because I'm too busy doing other things. Lisa said the drama was very real and also very moving. I felt very sorry for the dad, who obviously wanted to spend more time with his daughter, but she was too busy to make time for him. And Liam, you were so dad-like. You really were like a real dad. Like my own dad, in fact. He was always saying I'd like it when I got there, and I'm sorry. She had to stop talking because she was crying. In the end, she did this huge sniff, looked at Florida and said, and Florida, you were very good too. You were, oh, and then she ran out of the room. While she was out, I tried quickly to tempt Florida with the trip. First in, first go of all the rides, exclusive entry, no queues, free food. Why? Why did they invite you? It was a prize. I was specially selected. And why would you want me to come? Well, the prize was for a father and child. So, for a second, she didn't seem to get it. And then it hit her. Oh, no. Why not? We used to do it all the time. Exactly. We used to do it all the time. Then we nearly had a car crash. We did not nearly have a car crash. We sat in a car and then my dad turned up. And what if your dad hadn't turned up? No. She was still saying no when the lesson was over and we were hurrying through the Strand. I said, hey, do you want to go to Booze and News and look at the magazines like we used to? No, I've got to pick my little brother up from the childminders. I didn't know you had a little brother. You don't know a lot of things. Florida's brother is 3. He's got lots of curly hair, and when we picked him up from the childminders, he was wearing an anorak with the hood pulled up really tight around his head and carrying a stick. He's a knight at the moment, said Florida. The hood is his helmet. The stick is his sword. If I tell him you're a dragon, he'll kill you. The little boy held my hand. What's your name? I said to him. Orlando. My mum and dad went there on their honeymoon. Orlando in America. That's where Disney World is, and SeaWorld, and the Magic Kingdom. This place I won tickets for is better than all of those places. How do you know? Because it's got this ride called the Rocket. It's the greatest ride in the history of the world. Well, why don't you get your own dad to go? He doesn't want to. Anyway, I'm the dad. That's the whole point. Liam, look, you look a bit old for your age, but no one's really going to think you're my dad. I mean, I'm only 3 months younger than you. And you don't act like a dad. Dads don't steal fast cars. I didn't steal it. I sat in it. Anyway, I've been studying. Liam, what are you on about? I've been getting dad skills. I've made a scientific study of my dad. I've copied all of the playlists off of his iPod onto my phone. Look, Oasis, 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 and Oasis. I've learned all the lyrics to their songs. I can sing like a dad. Listen. What? I've been monitoring his conversation and his lifestyle too, so I can talk like a dad. Want to hear? I already know what dads talk like. Dads say, what time will you be home? Don't be late. I'll come and pick you up. She turned to face me. My dad takes an interest. He takes care of me. If I go off to some theme park, he's going to notice. I butted in. Now, I've thought of that. I've written 2 letters. I've got them out of my little stars folder to show her. One's supposed to be from your mum to the school, saying you've got to have your appendix out. The other one, which is on proper school notepaper, is from the head of year, saying you've been specially selected for a gifted and talented trip to the Lake District. We were turning the corner into a little close. A couple of lads were playing football, and Ibiza was sitting on the wall. This must be Florida's house, and I still hadn't persuaded her. She was opening the door and letting Orlando and Ibiza in. I wondered if her dad was in, but no. He's busy, she said. Real dads are, you know. She closed the door on me. To be honest, this was proving harder than I expected. I gave it one last shot. I pushed the school letter through the letterbox and shouted in after it. Read it, it's brilliant. As you may be aware, Waterloo High for a long time has had a relationship with the South Lakeland Activity Centre near Kendal. The possibility has arisen for some specially selected Year 7 pupils to attend a gifted and talented course at the centre. Activities at the centre include kayaking, abseiling, walking, pond dipping, dry stone walling, and nature study. Your child is one of a very few chosen for a place on the scheme, which will be fully funded by the Education Authority. It will be free. We strongly urge you to allow your children to benefit from this once-in-a-lifetime experience. Please sign the form below. After a couple of minutes, Florida opened the door again. I thought she'd be impressed. She said, all this to go on a ride? Well, there's more than one ride, and the park's not in Bootle, you know. You have to get there. All the transport's sorted though. I think they're sending a limo. Limo? Like a real limo? Now she was interested. Yeah, a limo. You know, like a celebrity. Where is this theme park? I said, well, you know, it's down south. You'll need to get your passport for ID and stuff. You have got one, haven't you? I waited. Eventually she said, I'll think about it. I think it was a good strategy to just say down south and not how far south. I didn't say it was quite a long way south, and I certainly didn't mention that it was a really long way east, in China.